Recording.
Yeah, we're good.
Good evening, and welcome to Tailor Made Sports Radio. I am your host, Erik Castano, along with my co-host, Mr. Aaron Rouse. How you doing, sir?
Doing good,
And I have the lovely Marquita Bianca.
Hello.
How are you, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
She is my wife, if you guys don't know. She's going to be here in the background taking care of things for us. And on today's show, we have Roxanne Smith and Mr. Morris Smith. They are the duo of ALFA Clothier and also AAU coach.
Yes,
is that correct?
AAU as well. Yes,
and exactly what are you coaching of, sir?
Well, I coach the Boo Williams Gold, which is an 11th grade girls travel basketball team.
Okay. That you heard that, everybody. He's an AAU coach, girls basketball team.
Girls basketball
team. And Roxanne, and you are the lead designer of ALFA Clothier. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Doing it for the ladies.
And what does ALFA stand for?
ALFA stands for Affordable Luxury for All.
Affordable luxury for all.
Yeah.
Everybody. If you don't understand what that means, it's for everybody.
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 Can afford it.
Everybody.
That's right.
There's no distinguishing. No one cannot afford it. Everybody can afford it. So if you don't know, now you know. So let me get right down to it. So if you guys don't know, this is Tailor Made Sports Radio. So we are definitely talking about everything about the fashion of sports. And one of the things that Aaron and I, both of us, love is the sports. And Aaron is, of course, a former NFL.
That's a little something.
NFL sports, NFL. What is that? Safety.
Safety, yeah.
Safety.
DB. Let's go Packers and Giants.
Okay, DB and Packers and Giants. And of course, you got to represent my team because I love the Giants, and of course, I wouldn't bring him on my show if he wasn't on the G-Man wagon. So I had to go ahead and bring him in.
Just so we know, representing the Cowboys over here.
If you don't know, we're looking at the middle of the table right here. There is a football here of defensive game ball presented to Aaron Rouse against the New York Giants against the Dallas Cowboy game that was on December the 6th of 2009, and he won. He was presented that ball for doing an outstanding game that game.
Yeah, just a little
31-24 against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, back to what we were talking about. Back to our guests. So. We were talking to Roxanne and Morris Smith. You guys have been together for how long now?
17. Well, we've been together probably close to 20 years.
20 years.
Coming up on our 17th.
See, now this is what you call a solidified marriage right here. If all you don't know. See, this is what you call togetherness.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Togetherness. I got that word printed in my house.
Hashtag relationship goals.
Hashtag relationship goals.
Blessings.
Togetherness.
Blessings.
Okay, so Morris, let me go ahead and get right to you real quick. So when you coach basketball for the girls, do you coach for the next level or do you coach for the collegiate level?
Kind of the collegiate level leading to the next level.
Okay.
What we do is teach the girls not only fundamentals of basketball, how to play basketball, but also being able to and helping to prepare them for college.
Okay.
Most of the kids that are on my team are 11th graders getting ready to be seniors. So July is a huge evaluation period in which they have the opportunity to play in front of college coaches.
Right.
This is actually their last July evaluation period of their AAU career. So
oh, wow.
So this is an important time for them right now.
Very important.
So you say they get to play in front of college coaches?
In front of college coaches.
When is that?
The team leaves on Wednesday, goes to Louisville, plays in some of the top AAU basketball tournaments. You're probably going to have about 300, 400, 500 coaches there. So the girls get to showcase their talents, and hopefully there's a need that those girls show that one of the college coaches would like to have. Then after that, some of the teams go to D.C., we're going to Atlanta. So we have two 7-day periods in which the girls play. play in front of college coaches, and hopefully our kids land $150,000 to $200,000 full ride scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we need right there.
That's what we're praying for.
That'd be great. Roxanne, do you go with him to these events by chance?
Sometimes.
And let me ask you this: do you take on that figure of, like, you see these girls and watch these girls progress as they go to these years, and take on the figure of the wife coach, and be like, I want to make sure that these ladies get to the next level, and take on that what is that what is that called, the mama hen role?
Yes.
The
team mom.
The team mom. That's it. The team mom. Is that something you take on as well? Or
yeah,
no?
Sometimes I go with him, travel with him, and make sure that I root them on, and making sure that they go on that court and do their thing.
Oh, okay. Because I see a lot of coaches, and a lot of them bring their wives or the significant others, and they get together and they work together as a team, as a unit. Right. And you, of course, you're a designer in fashion industry. So I guess my next question is, how do you guys work together as a cohesive unit? You being the designer and you being the coach, how do you guys blend business together in your different units, as as a designer and as a coach? How does that work for you guys? I'll ask you first, Roxanne.
Just helping him out with his looks, because you got the coaches looking at him,
right,
as well as the girls, as well his players. And I'm pretty sure once they see him, got a little swag, got a little dance going on.
Look good,
like
play
that.
good.
Right. So that's so he's like the walking billboard for ALFA Clothier.
Oh, definitely.
He's the walking billboard for ALFA Clothier, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm sure you guys were watching the NBA draft this couple days ago, and one of the things that I saw on the show, and Aaron, if you were you watching?
I was. I saw a little bit.
Okay. I think one of the things that stuck out to me, I saw, was the Markelle Fultz, and he came out as #1 draft pick, his first one in the draft.
From the DMV.
Congratulations to him. He went to the Sixers. I'm not really too fond about that, but I'm a Knicks fan. But once again, thank God Phil's gone. But nonetheless. He was the #1 draft pick, and when he came out, he showed the inside of his liner of his jacket. And if you're looking at the inside of the liner of my jackets right here, you see I got some nice, the liner of my jacket's got the paisley print.
Okay.
So Markelle Fultz, on his jacket, he had the memorabilia, or his memories of the inside of his liner of his jacket, of all his memories on his jacket, which I thought was really very unique coming into this whole thing now, and I think a lot about that in the fashion world. Roxanne, and I've done some runways, and you've seen a lot of the things that's been going on, and you being in the fashion industry as well. Is that something that's up and coming now? Do you think that the fashion moving forward is something that needs to be that is something to look forward to? Do you think that's going to be that could be a change, and is that something that needs to be I guess the word driven to look forward to?
Oh yeah, I think the guys that we saw last Thursday night, they were sharp. They looked great. What's the guy name that I thought was, what's his name?
T.J. Leaf.
T.J. Leaf.
Leaf killed it.
Now.
Oh yeah, he had that nice real slim cut.
That was the perfect.
Yeah,
he did look nice.
We saw that. The purple. It was like that purple, that dark purple. Yeah, that was real sharp. Yeah, that was real good. I think his dad played for the Israeli team or something like that. Yep. I saw
30
that.
years.
Yeah.
He played for the Israeli team.
Yep, and that was real. And that his suit was real nice. Now that was a really
fitted right.
Right.
Great look.
That was a really, really good look, and I thought that was really well done, well put together, and that I think one of the things now I saw a post that my partner Lukeman put up from 2003. Shout out to Lukeman, aka the Dapper Luke. If he put a post up there, was he put a shot with the suits of 2003 versus 2017. and you saw the 3-button long baggy pantsuits,
Yes.
the long Steve Harvey suits.
Though, I mean,
shout out to Steve Harvey, you know, not no bad, no pun intended, but it was just 2003, and it was real big and baggy.
Everything was big.
No tailor, right?
You had big white T-shirts. You had the 5T, the 5 hats.
It was 2003. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was huge. That's back when with Cash Money, big, you know, low
Right.
everybody came
Taking
in
over
wearing
for
the
the
big
99
clothing.
and
Right.
2000.
I was
climate, everything's more fitted, you know, more designer, you know, more slim.
And I thought when I saw that, it really took me to a whole different demeanor. The culture shock was like, man, we have come such a long way in the fashion, even in sports. You know, when you look at everybody's suit game now. I mean, Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong. When you got drafted and you came out and you saw, I'm sure, what were you wearing? You know?
Oh man, I mean, let's first of all, let's just put this out there. NFL players dress better than NBA players.
Oh,
we're just gonna put that out there. I mean,
hey, look, don't shoot me.
I like to think of Dwayne Wade, you know, Westbrook. These guys take more risk when it comes to fashion. You know, they're a little bit more. They're gonna take that risk. They're gonna put it out there. NFL players gonna have the nice, clean cut suits. You know, it's gonna be fit. It's gonna be designed because you know why? It's much more serious. We have tasks to go out there. We have a job to get done. NBA players are a lot more loose. You know, the atmosphere is a lot more. It's a lot different. These guys play 82 some games a year. Was the NFL. You know, and have 16 games to play, so it's a lot serious tone. So the cut and the clothing are going to be different because it's much more serious and much more. I don't want to say professional because NBA players are definitely professional, but it's just there are higher stakes at play.
Okay. And that's coming from Aaron Rouse, ladies and gentlemen. Don't come looking from Erik Castano.
Come see me.
I got your back.
Definitely.
You know, but you know, don't come shooting me.
But Morris, I know I wanted to ask you. You know, when you're coaching women, young women, what is some of the biggest qualities you look for, and what do you try to incorporate so when they do go to Louisville and play in front of these big 4-year coaches, school coaches? I mean, what is something that you feel as though you try to instill in your players?
Sure. I think one of the things that we try and do, my entire staff, is make sure that the girls understand that they have a voice, and being able to use that voice in a positive manner. So we do a lot of work on leadership, being a team player, being a teammate, because these are teenage girls.
Definitely.
You know, and teenage girls are mom and daddy, and adults are always telling them what to do, telling them what to do. So, and a lot of times, especially for all kids, the only time that they use their voice is to kind of clap back.
Right.
Say, no, I don't want to do this. But so a lot of times they have a difficult time talking about things that they want to do, things that are positive, to be able to communicate their thoughts and articulate their thoughts. So we make sure we practice that a lot. I have a thing that we do with the girls, and if we're traveling, and I say, so where do you guys want to go eat? And nobody ever says anything. So I say, okay, we're going to McDonald's. But then when I say McDonald's, they're, no, I don't.
Right.
They use their voice then. So
Be proactive.
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll take you there. So
awesome. That's good.
Try to instill that with girls.
And Roxanne, I know for you, being a designer, how hard is it trying to design the suit? As myself, I know Erik's 6'5", I'm 6'4.5". I'm much more muscular. I have long arms, long torso. How hard is it to design a suit or to fit a guy, an athletic guy, as opposed to a normal guy under 6 feet tall, 5'11"? Do you run into challenges trying to design or fit guys like that?
Yes, I do run into some challenges sometimes. It's like recently, I had one guy. He works out, and the jacket wasn't fitting right. So, yes, I do run into some challenges sometimes. But once I get over that hump, we're good to go.
I know, because for me, personally, it's hard for me to go buy a suit, Men's Warehouse or somewhere off the rack. Yeah. Because either it fit good in the chest, but then the arms are too short, or it fits around the arms and then the neck is too short. Football players, we have huge bodies, and I'm pretty sure in athletic and basketball players, the guys are long as well. I mean, it's just hard to buy off the rack. So we always look forward to try to find someone like yourself to.
Best to go if you're athletic.
Definitely.
Player. So yes.
I can't wait to see what with ALFA Clothing.
Definitely for sure. Well, I've definitely seen some great things come out of ALFA Clothier.
Thank you.
and I really look forward to seeing what ALFA Clothier has up in the future. And Coach Morris, I definitely thank you for coming by as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what products that you have coming out of the AAU camp. Yep. And we thank you both for coming here to Tailor Made Sports Radio for our first guest here, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the future. And we're going to come back here in a few minutes, and we're going to take a quick little commercial break, and we'll thank you guys for coming again.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys again coming. So we'll be back in a few minutes here on Tailor Made Sports Radio with Erik Castano and Aaron Rouse and the lovely Marquita Bianca.
Whoop, whoop.
Everyone's an expert in the nation of debates, the place where the jokers justify their mistakes, unsure on their dates, unfair on their rates. They lace the true words of the holder of fates, homogenized and disguised as intelligent, disguised and I'm telling it. So when they talk, it's evident, all for the betterment of the benevolent. Bound by sound, found my soul, be set in it. Oh, here they come, know-it-alls in the Neanderthal, primitive, publishing on their books they had stored in books there should be. Conspiracies on their theories of theology, psychology, and the credit you be robbing me. Used to bother me. I pictured my biography, built cities on vibrations, mathematics you don't face. Watch the poetry give programming the sweetest taste. Funny, we knew you wanted the truth in the first place. Silence to the ghost, count sheep to be at peace. These blasphemers and soothsayers to say the least. Utter nothing. That hot shit I spit in cold crush. Oh, they be frontin' on that rah-rah.
Peep the penmanship, secret membership, respect the information, keep it on the low. Put some emphasis on tight lipping and zipping it and making words spoken limited within the dojo. Peep the penmanship, the secret membership, respect the information, keep it on the low. Put some emphasis on tight lipping and zipping it and making words spoken limited within the dojo. Make a difference between the logo. Don't drop down jewels cast among swine, that's a no-no. If you can't rely on your squad members as far as you can throw them, you should probably be operating solo. Don't speak, this ain't no promo. Simply me and serious Bebo Tolo. Taking genetic photos like the Nomo. Click, take a pic, we BTR, repeat, no Sotro Somos. Society is frozen, so quietly we closing. Silently expose them, put them on ice, they frozen. No matter how nice they clothing, or how precise they flows is. Leak their password, heads is rolling like dice on linoleum. Take your shoes off in the house, don't talk with your mouth full. It's rude and it's childish. Chew your food, stop spitting it out. Put your index finger over your mouth. Shut it up, 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 shut it up. Hush, hush, hush.
And we're back with Tailor Made Sports Radio. I'm Erik Castano, and I got my co-host here, Mr. Aaron Rouse. How you doing, brother?
Feeling good, feeling good. How are you?
We just got done interviewing ALFA Clothier duo of Roxanne Smith and coach of AAU girls basketball, Morris Smith. And I have my lovely wife in the background doing the production, Marquita Bianca Castano.
Doing a great job.
I cannot.
She did really good, y'all.
Yes, she did.
I ain't even gonna lie.
You know, honestly, I'm doing what I normally do, which is pointing and doing wrap-ups and all this other stuff my husband does. So Justin is really the man behind the scene here. We are so thankful for him.
The boss man himself. And shout out to Radio Free Radio for letting us do our thing here.
For giving us a chance.
Giving us an opportunity. Because I tell you what, if it wasn't for them, there would be no Tailor Made Radio Sports.
That's true.
I give a shout out to the family of Radio Free Radio. Thank you.
Shout out to Roxanne and Morris.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I really love them as a couple. Like Roxanne is lovely.
They definitely are holding it down for the long term.
Power
17
couple.
years is a long time to be with somebody.
Indeed.
I tell you that right now. That's a long time.
That's
long
relationship
time.
goals.
That's relationship goals.
Definitely.
If you can
That's
make, if you
what
can
we're
make
all
it, if you
aiming
can make it
for.
to 17 years, you good.
Yeah.
Real good.
It's like maintenance at that point.
Yeah, most definitely maintenance.
No, it's still a lot to learn. I'm pretty sure.
Aaron is a single
New
guy.
things.
He's all right though. He's making it happen.
I'm having fun. You know, I'm having fun. One day it'll happen.
What do you say,
Aaron? But are you like single and ready to mingle?
No, I'm like single and ready to be tied down.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
let me go ahead and messenger all of my girlfriends. Wait a second, I've got my phone out right now, girls.
I was getting ready to
if
say.
You hear all the bings.
Aaron was getting ready to sow his royal oats, but evidently that's not the case.
No, I'm looking for the one.
The one.
What does? Okay, wait. So I have a question.
What is the one?
The one.
Well, no, but in relation to like your career in sports and everything, or your previous career.
Right.
So does she need to be a sports fan?
Obviously,
she doesn't. You know, I think
no, she got to be a sports fan. She got to be a Giants fan, number one.
No,
she better not be no Cowboy fan.
The only prerequisite is absolutely.
We're gonna discontinue. We're gonna cut off Eric's mic. I have the power to do that today. Back to you, Aaron.
The only prerequisite she has to come with is an understanding and a love, absolutely love affair for God. That's it.
Okay. I love it.
Else
that's good.
I can handle. You know.
You got to come to Wave Church. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and, hey, church in general.
Church.
You know, as long as she has that. But besides that, no, she can.
So she loves church, but she can't cook.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
well,
no.
they say.
Oh no, Mama Rouse ain't gonna have that.
She's not gonna have that.
Mama
But you know what they say? A way to a man's heart is through his stomach. It's through his stomach.
Okay, I didn't know how high.
Yeah.
I didn't know how high that was on the priority list for you because you said church.
Yeah,
if she's at church a lot and she doesn't know how to cook.
Well, if she's at church, hopefully there's some women in the church that'll teach her how to cook.
That's very true.
Because if she can't cook no ham hock cornbread or something like that,
it ain't going.
Ham hock, honey.
Or some.
For the record, we do not have ham hock or fried okra in our house, so I don't even know where he gets that from.
Knowing Aaron, that's kind of I figured that's kind of.
I mean, I like to eat. You know,
I know Mama Rouse know how to cook in the kitchen. Some real soul food kitchen.
All the Rouse women are very good.
I was gonna say, Mama Rouse, I'm gonna be looking for you to hook a brother up with some real soul food kitchen stuff.
Definitely.
Real
soul food.
I'm gonna go ahead and reel them back in, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, I kind of have my little corner questions here for both of you guys behind Tailor Made Sports Radio.
Yes.
So, how did this come about? Like, this is your first show. Mm-hmm. So, let's talk about the mission and the vision. So that way the listeners. Yeah, I can kind of know where you're coming from. And I'd like to hear what's in your mind as well.
I think Erik, you know, he had the vision and the passion and the drive. Because it takes a lot to get a show like this going.
Yes. We have a good support system too. Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin.
And Matt.
But his dedication has been, I mean, off the charts. I mean, I'm all over the place running around. And Erik has just been, I mean, talk about a man with a goal and a dream, and you see it coming to fruition. It's awesome, you know. So I'm happy to be a part of it. You know,
we're happy you're here, Aaron.
He reached out to me, and I mean, I think it's awesome. You talk about a 6'4" man who can dress very well.
6'5", man, get it right.
6'5", excuse me.
I thought you were referring to yourself. I was going to say a 6'4" guy and a 6'5" guy. I mean, neither of you are short, you know. So.
Not at all, but I mean, a man who himself has been definitely in the fashion world. I'll let him tell you more about that. But ladies,
you as well, Aaron. You were at Men's Fashion Week.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
he was
shout
killing
out to Macho, man.
Yeah.
Macho.
Yeah.
Matt Harrell.
Definitely,
killing it.
Definitely.
We're about to do another one.
I do all right, but I feel like I can learn so much more from Erik and from you, Bianca. I mean, Erik has been in the fashion world much longer than I have.
Well, I'm sure that he could say the same thing with sports.
Hey.
Oh, well, that's why we came together. Tailor Made, you know, that's Tailor Made Sports Radio.
The yin and yang.
There you go.
There you go.
What about you, honey? Where did it come from?
I'll be honest with you. This was something that I never even thought this was even going to happen. To be quite frank, I had a love for sports ever since I couldn't even play them. I played a lot of sports when I was younger. I never had that one shot, you know what I mean? I came short on a lot of them. Came short on the football level. Came short on the on the basketball level. I could play on all levels of sports. I played tennis, hockey. You
do it all.
I did it all. I really did. And I knew I had.
Casey Jones over there. Turtle. Shout out to the Turtles.
I could play a lot of sports, but I just never got to that one goal. And anyway, moving forward, the fashion thing kind of came. I was always the dresser after a certain age out of high school, and well, you know, I kind of played that. I kind of kept on doing that throughout my whole life, and I liked fashion, and I liked, you know, doing that. So the sports thing and the fashion thing, well, was a combination with Marquita, and the whole Tailor Made Sports idea came with us having a conversation of why don't you try to put those two things together,
right?
And come up with the show. Definitely. And here we are, and I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to have you on it. You know, I think I was glad that when I reached out to you, that you were able to come on board. I was also glad that Radio Free Radio was able to have us on board to be able to do it, and I was also glad that my wife was able to be here to give me the support that I need for it. Because
he came up with the name in the car. It scared me.
Yeah.
He was driving, and all of a sudden he was like, "I got it." I was like, "What do you have? Yeah. What are we doing?" And he was like, "Tailor Made Sports Radio." And I was like,
go off over his head?
I saw smoke coming out of his ears. No, it was out the ears, honey. It has nothing to do with the top of your head. Yeah. It was out of his ears, and I was like, you know what? And then I said it out loud myself, and I was like, that sounds like it's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it fits both of you. I'm so excited. So what's the vision of the show? Like, what are we going to be hearing?
Well, the vision of the show is basically exactly what you heard. What you heard just now was people... a combination of the guest that we had was, of course, you heard Roxanne and Smith, and one of them was an actual coach for a basketball team, and another one was a fashion designer, and both of them gave you the ins and outs of what they did. They gave you the sports side of their career, and another one gave you the fashion.
Right.
And basically, that's exactly what you're seeing a lot of in sports, whether it be basketball, whether it be baseball, whether it be football. I mean, most of it right now you're seeing a lot. And correct me if I'm wrong. Even in sports and basketball, in basketball and football, you're kind of seeing a lot of it going down.
Well, definitely. I mean, there's definitely correlation. I mean, you always want to dress for success,
right?
You know, so you try to implement that in the sports. Is you know, you attack it. You first of all, you want how you look. You look good. You gonna play good.
Ooh, hold on, wait. Say it again, Aaron.
You look good.
That's our.
You gonna play good.
That sounds like a tagline.
That's our tagline, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to
when you look good, you play good.
You play good.
And so there's I think you see across all athletes have taken their level of fashion to the next level. And looking for guys like, you know, Erik and Bianca to guide them along the way and say, hey, you know, what about this? How do I look in this? You know, and I know we spoke on it earlier, you know, and I think basketball players, they take a lot more risk.
Yeah.
To fashion than football players.
Definitely are, but there's, you know, let me ask you this, because this is the thing that I'm starting to notice in football. You know, we see the football players get dressed, and they you know, like you said, they take their suit game to a level. But I'm also seeing them change their outfit when they get on the field. The cleats are becoming a real big thing with them. Is their cleats and how they change, and how their cleats are becoming a staple piece. Yeah. You know, that is also is a big fashion statement.
Yeah, you know? I think it is.
So
I think it is.
That's a correlation of what we're talking about here with Tailor Made Sports Radio. Is you get a chance to see that athlete get dressed from the outside. Hey, he's got a nice 3-piece suit on, and then he gets out to the field, and all of a sudden you see these elaborate, colorful, dope cleats that he's going to be wearing on the field. So that's kind of exactly what we're talking about. So it may be, you may see him on the field with the suit on outside the field with his 3-piece suit on, but on the field he's wearing these really elaborate cleats. And then same thing with basketball. You'll see the guys wearing these nice sharp suits.
That's just
these crazy looking
that's
suits.
A testament to technology.
And then on the basketball, you see they're wearing these really crazy, funky looking sneakers.
Well, if anybody ever you know watch the NFL game or college basketball game, they have this thing called the spider cam, this camera that goes all over the field, that gets everywhere. So you absolutely looked up from your head to your toes.
Right.
So you have the opportunity to bring awareness to any issues, to any foundation, to if you want to promote your fashion, if you want, because everything is going to be looked at from your head to your toes. It's like all access, and that's something that leagues such as the NFL, NBA, MLB, soccer leagues, they want to get to. They want to be able to showcase their products on every single thing. So.
And that's I think that's what they were trying to do over at with the NBA at some point. They were trying to advertise on the shorts.
Oh, okay,
and on their
well, you look at, when it comes to NBA, you look at what happens All-Star Week. Everybody's always dropped the All-Star kicks, whether the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the MJ, the All-Star colors. You know what I mean? So, and then people follow that. There's a following people just look for when it comes to just All-Star Week. I got to get the All-Star jams. I got to get the special color 3-ways. You know what I mean? It's something that once again is when it comes to fashion and sports. They go hand in hand.
Right. There are economies being built off of celebrities and sports stars. When we're talking about press and PR with these stars being sponsored, there are literally staffs being built, so now, you have this PR person who's going to get you with this shoe, and all of a sudden now you have a staff of 10 who are designing shoes and all there are jobs being created. We're talking about millions of dollars because of sports and fashion together. So it's huge.
It's definitely huge. I just I'm gonna take a little shot at my guy. I'm taking a little shot because he just got a well-deserved contract, $201 million. Steph Curry.
Yes.
Shout out to Steph.
Let's talk about the money.
Shout out to Steph. But I'ma say, I just want someone over there Under Armour to help him out designing those shoes.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Don't we feel that way about a few shoes that have come out though?
There are some questionable ones, but the ones that stand out in my mind are those Steph Curry's, the all white ones that kind of look like hospital throwbacks.
Stop.
We gonna
hospital throwback.
Does it have to be from the hospital though? Is it from the psych ward or is it from the regular? Like what wing?
From the fifth floor.
From the fifth floor.
4 fingers up. Fifth floor.
With 4 fingers. Oh my gosh.
But no. Again, I just think. I think that's what made Nike so much more visible, is that they do a great job of showing their shoes, and actually having good designers and putting it out there. And
that's true. What makes a bad shoe? I've seen some, and I will tell you this. I have how many pairs of sneakers at home, honey? Maybe 2, and that's because I teach, fitness at our Performing Arts Center. So I am not the person who will tell you, what a great sneaker is or a great shoe. But what makes a bad shoe? Like, what's the shoe that we are just not gonna buy?
Me personally, Under Armour. It's just
anything made by them.
No, not anything.
Okay.
They actually make good cleats though.
Okay.
They make good.
So the cleats are fine, but they're
the basketball
shoes
in that department.
See, I used to be into the sneaker game heavy back in the day.
What shoes you rocking? The Jordans?
I don't even I don't even have that many sneakers in my closet. I got sneakers that were given to me. So.
Well, that's because you go around how you look right now all the time.
I don't wear sneakers like that. So I got the sneakers I got in my closet right now are a pair of Jordans.
Just saying.
And they were given to me, but I don't mean, like, if I was to go back into the, like, which I'll be playing basketball here, I'll be stepping back on the court here pretty soon. To my man, shout out to Nick.
Hold on, wait. I feel like he just dropped big news.
Cat Media.
You're going back to the court?
Getting back on the court.
What? Okay.
So wait, with who? Hold on, wait. What?
Back on the court.
Is this an exclusive on your own show?
I'm coming back on the court.
What position? What
I used to play center.
Center?
Yeah, because I was always the tallest one.
So you can compare your game today to someone in the league, past or present. Who would it be like?
If my boys were listening right now, shout out to my boys up north, Greg and Pete, and all my fantasy basketball heads. They know my favorite center is Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh my goodness,
that's my guy.
Hakeem
Olajuwon. Hakeem the Dream. I emulate my basketball game from him.
So that's what you bringing on the court now.
That's who I studied his basketball game.
I studied
his game.
Oh wow. Okay.
I studied his game.
So wait, as a couponer, do I need to like stock up on Epsom salt? And I feel like there's going to be
a couple of Ace bandages.
So much Bengay in the house. Hey Justin, can we get a Bengay sponsorship? Tiger Bomb.
That's funny.
Definitely the Tiger Bomb. But no, you know,
we're going to work this out behind the set.
I love basketball. That's my game. But you know, back to the original question of Tailor Made Sports Radio. We are going to be touching on everything around sports. We're not just going to focus on football and basketball because that's what you're hearing right now. So if you guys are wondering, these guys are just talking about football and basketball. No, we're going to talk about baseball because I like baseball. I love my Yankees because I'm a New York guy.
Yeah.
And I'm a Braves fan.
Yankees are my team.
Yes,
I love my New York
Rangers.
So I know my piss crew, which is Sean and who else? And
James and Corey.
James and Corey. Excuse me, I said Sean. I was totally wrong. There's some Philly heads, so they probably gonna hate on me because I'm a Rangers man.
And especially since you got the name wrong. Yeah, you know, I hate on you too.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm bad with names.
Shout out to James and Corey though. They are the sweetest guys.
They're the piss crew.
Yeah.
But I think that's great.
But,
I mean,
we're gonna hit them all. We're gonna hit every angle of sports when it comes to the fashion of sports.
Definitely.
So we're just not gonna focus on this, but we definitely are gonna hit them all on every angle and options and all types of stuff.
I think that's what's going to make Tailor Made Sports Radio so great is that we come from and we live in an area. Hampton Roads is known for putting out some great athletes across the whole board, whether it's the MLB, NFL, NBA, soccer.
I agree.
I mean, we put out this area, Hampton Roads, puts out great athletes, and I think Tailor Made Radio is tailor made for Hampton Roads. So.
Ooh, hold on, wait, say it again.
Thank you, sir. Say it again.
Tailor Made is tailor made for sports radio.
Yeah, Tailor Made is.
And we definitely going to be looking at the local area of sports as well. We want to look at the high school sports.
Definitely, because there's a lot of people out here, a lot of coaches that
the college schools out here. We're going to be looking at all these universities, Division III schools, high schools, middle schools. We're going to be checking out all that, and we're going to be broadcasting from certain areas. I want to go live to all these areas and just broadcast, say, hey, look, we're here from NSU, or we're here from ODU, or we're here from at the Admirals or the Scope or something like that, broadcasting from these places to giving you the full view of Tailor Made Sports Radio, so that way we're just not focusing on just one place. We're going to be out here all over the 757, and of course with the help of Mr. Aaron Rouse, we may be able to get some red carpet events. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
I think once again, I think we are in a great community, and I think the people are what's going to make Tailor Made Sports Radio such a cool thing, because like you said, we're going to be everywhere. You never know where we're going to be at. We're going to be everywhere, and it's the coaches and it's the people who have contributed to putting guys like myself, great athletes such as myself into the NFL and to the NBA, because it starts here first. It starts at home. It starts at the grassroots about putting good morals and values and teaching players the fundamentals of the game. And I think we're suited and ready to do it.
Definitely.
That's a great note to go to a commercial.
Absolutely, awesome. Absolutely. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. And shout out to my peoples, the Rubber Peoples. They came out with they blessed me with a few tracks here. And if you don't know, you can hear their music on, let's see, soultrustrecords.com. They have some great music. The Rubber People, I love their music. They got some fresh music. I love it. And I just love all their music. And one of the tracks that we came off of commercial break was called Hush. So we'll be right back after this.
Dresser, the crowd blesser, the rapper stressor, government tester, prayer suggester, the jaw dropper, the showstopper, that rhymes proper, the mind doctor, that old cipher rock. The unbelievable, accounts receivable, overachievable, killer of evil, offer power to my people. The etymologist, the psychologist, the astrologist, the Egyptologist. My family is economist, all school scholar. The teachers follow. I make them holler like white collar when they try to tax they dollar.
The rapper smacker, the flabbergaster, the shadow caster. We back attacking what you patterned after. The shadow boxer, the battle axer, the Scrabble master. Wankster hater, obvious whack rapper blaster. Yo, the king lover, the matriarch queen mother, the main mother, raw underground music scene lover.
Phone holder, God soldier, party's over for cats. I think they whack. I give them the cold shoulder, nonchalant demeanor. Nobody's meaner or cleaner. A rhyme fever, a humble achiever. No, it's the supersonic, the stupid phonics, the future topics, the newest prophets, all in the electronics.
Well, it's the soothsayer, the up in the booth truth sayer, the level 9 super saiyan booth slayer, the mind reverse brainwasher, the game proctor, the dreadlock helicopter, the big head chopper. Yo, it's the beneficial, the quintessential, colliding with you pens and pencils, a guided missiles trying to hit you with the goodness gracious, the oh my goodness, hellacious, the advantageous. I break the matrix with statements of effervescence, the rhyme specialist, divine presence, equipped with an anti-swine message.
Yo, it's the trial tested, the sun blessed it, who the guessed it, the manifested style that has been perfected, the most suggested, the most selected, the most respected, the least rested, the least corrected. Yo, it's the sensational, the inspirational, the irreplaceable, the unmistakable, the super flavorful. Yo, it's the party starter, the go harder, the dope father, the great author,
the midnight marauder, the riot sparker, the quiet stormer, the most livest performer you could want with the hypest corner,
the time warner, the put it toner, the sucker stoner, the Ma'at condoner, the earth toner,
the birth giver, the melanator, the earth shifter, the elevator, the levitator, the black sister, the calibrator, the everybody agitator, the mic piranha, get hype on stage alligator.
It's the great debater, the fans favor, the rhymes major, the now and later anti-perpetrator. It's the whole stepper, the whole repeller, the cool teller, the who's better, the trendsetter, the bootleg competitor. It's the one who, it's the one who knew, it's the one who knew what to do after the mic check. 1, 2, it's the word aggressor, the written lecture, the applied pressure, the rough texture, the rap professor,
the predator, the south catcher, the trap molester, the activator, the actuator, the manifestor, the mover shaker, the baby have a baby maker, the undertaker, the haymaker, water breaker, the talk walker, track runner, dark stalker, cartographer, map maker, art chalker.
Yo, it's the intellectual, the heterosexual, the mic professional, the untasteable, the unshakable.
It's the undebatable, with hits bangable, word slangable, hitting every angle interchangeable.
Yo, it's the shapeshifter, the carbon mixture, the happiness splitcher, the rap scripture with the bigger picture,
the system pimper, the fresh dipper, the heart gripper, elixir mixer, the chart ripper, the broke fixer, mud slinger, middle finger in the air bringer, the scale tipper, the he who dares bell ringer. Yo, it's the indigenous style catalyst, time travelers, fighting battles with some wild savages.
And we are back with Tailor Made Sports Radio. How you doing, honey?
Hi, honey. Shout out to the rubber people. Like, when I tell you,
that track, by the way,
language,
that was
one of my favorite
language.
tracks ever.
That's one of the hardest ones that I picked. I like that one.
I like that one too.
Yeah, there's some good tracks that I'm feeling on that. There was more. I got more. But if I would have did that, we'd have been here for days and days on end.
We love good music.
But I'm gonna be picking out more music from their albums. Their albums and
they have tons.
SoulTrustRecords.com is where you can get their music from, along with other artists that they have on.
And you download it free, right?
Yes, I downloaded it.
It's crazy when there is so much music that is not good music and that we are paying for. People, there is such great music that's out here and it's for free.
And they have stuff, music that you can get there for free. They have three tracks that you can get for free, and then there's other music that you can buy. But nonetheless, it's worth buying.
Yeah,
it's worth buying because they have other artists on here on here that's Native Face and.
I
mean, this is
craziness, and they actually teamed up with DJ S. Dot to mix that.
Here. I mean, there's
S. Dot. Shout out to you. Yeah, he's here local in Virginia Beach.
Again,
in Hampton Roads.
I'm going to be going down the list of all the artists that they have, and I would like to pull music from each and every one of these artists every week.
We're fans,
and we're just going to pull that music from every week and just start playing them
Yeah.
On our radio show, if they will allow us.
They need to be
and
completely
along with that, we'll be playing other music as well, because we're just not. It's just not going to be hip hop all the time. I mean, I like to listen to rock and roll.
What about some country?
Country. You know, we can do.
I wanted to ask him that while we were on camera, because I blast country music, and sometimes Honey likes to hate on the country music.
You like the Luke Bryant? I know you got.
I do.
August 17th.
And some Jason Aldean's. Shout out to them. And I can't wait because me and my girls going with our boots on. But anyway, back to
August 17th,
the sports and fashion of it all.
So we were talking about what Tailor Made Radio was, and what we're doing in the mission.
Yes.
So that was the last.
I'm so excited.
Yep, that's what we were doing. But beyond Tailor Made Sports Radio, we are getting ready to do the next show, which is right after this. I wanted to talk about that for 1 second. And the next show that's going to be following Tailor Made Sports Radio, if you already don't know,
dun 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 dun,
is going to be on air with Marquita Bianca.
Oh wait, say it again. Roll it back.
On air with Marquita Bianca.
I like the way you said it the second time.
Yes, she has her own show that's going to be following Tailor Made Sports Radio, and that is going to be followed by me after. So you're producing my show, and guess who's producing your show?
I know. So I'm excited that I get to work with my honey.
I work with you,
and we're learning.
You work with me now, then I work with you right after that. So we're working double time.
So I work for Ju. Ju work for me. So it's all good and okay. We both work for Justine and Matt.
Yeah. So we're working double time, doing double duty.
Yeah.
And then
we're trying to be out here like J-Lo and The Rock. I mean, you know, they're just working.
They're definitely working.
Day and night, night and day.
But nonetheless, we're trying to keep everything flowing with Tailor Made Sports, and we're really glad to do this show. The NBA draft, we were talking about that a little while ago.
So we were talking about the lining of the jackets.
Right.
We also saw customizations done to the socks.
Yes, I saw that
which
too.
I love.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Because we are getting really, I mean, if I go through your sock drawer now, sometimes I get surprised. I'm like, they put this on socks now? I mean, you've got socks that have every single thing on it. So
uniqueness.
Going back to the whole economy part of this, you know, with stars literally creating jobs and jobs being created around them because of all the fashion and things that are being created, down from socks all the way to jackets. What else did we see?
I saw the socks. We saw the suits. We saw the lining. I mean, I saw some variations of shoes.
Yes.
I saw that. That was pretty cool. Mainly, it was more on the cuts of the suits were pretty good.
The tailoring on the suits were impeccable.
Yeah, the tailoring of the suits
was amazing. I mean, you're talking about you could cut somebody.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
On the hem of the pants leg.
And then we saw the NBA awards show. Now we paid attention to that. That was.
How do you think Drake did?
Drake was pretty good. I mean, Drake was pretty. It was the first show. I think it was good.
Right.
I didn't think anything he did was bad. I thought it was good.
You know, it's funny because when they did the advertising for it, I heard one advertisement for it. That was it. I didn't hear anything else. Did you see or hear?
I didn't even know that they had an NBA award show.
Well, because this was the inaugural show. But what was funny, they mentioned it, or I heard it
I saw it on Facebook, the advertisement. That's how I knew about it.
I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't know that Drake was going to be hosting it. And but I mean, such a good idea. I'm really surprised that was the first one that they've done.
Well, I think at some point they had to do something because nobody had announced the MVP yet. So once they knew the MVP,
that's a creative way to do it.
The award show was going to come out. You knew that's when they were going to.
And a way to make more money. Because
however,
it's all about the money.
I'm sorry. However, I gotta say, Draymond Green, what he had on, was by far the most laughable moment of the year. I dug the
and Drake made fun of that too.
I dug the jacket. The jacket was dope. Putting on the shorts and the shoes after that, I don't know. I don't know about how I could have done that.
What is your take? And that's such a great segue into this because what is your take for shorts with suits? And especially, so is there a good time to wear them? Like, if we are going to wear them, do you wear them to the NBA awards? Because
I don't know
Russell Westbrook has given us a few pairs of shorts.
Look,
we've had some Bermuda shorts from him.
I'm going to be quite frank with you. That goes, in my opinion, that kind of goes in line with the man robber.
With that romp him.
The romp him. Yeah, I think that's how that goes.
Which sounds like a bad activity.
Because I don't know anybody that I've seen no one in this world yet that I've in my years of living where a man wears a suit with a pair of shorts. I just don't get it.
So it's not cool ever.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So we will never see you.
You will never see me in a suit with a pair of shorts.
With your 6'5" legs.
Ever.
Shout out to Patricia, who's already in the building for On Air with Marquita Bianca, but she's got the shade behind the shades that she's wearing. So funny, so funny.
So that's it for me. I ain't gonna say anything else on that, but
I can't say. I mean, I'll stop you when you're lying. I can't disagree with you. I haven't seen it done cool yet. I think for me, if I see it done cool, then at that point in time we're good. But is that all the time we have for today?
I believe so. I believe that's all we have time for.
Oh my gosh, it went by so quickly.
It was a great show, being our first show, and we was very, very glad that we had it. And out of all the show today, I think it was a fantastic show. I really thank and glad our guests came, Morris Smith and Roxanne Smith, ALFA Clothier, and
again,
Coach
so
Morris.
lovely that Roxanne.
Aaron Rouse, he was great to have him here, and he was good of us to come by.
Yes, real quick, honey, how can people follow you?
Instagram, Erik Castano, and
Erik.Castano.
Erik.Castano, same thing with Facebook, and that's how you can get a hold of me. And then we also have Tailor Made Radio, Sports Radio on Facebook as well.
Yes, make sure you go and follow that, so that way they'll be posting behind the scenes information and pictures and stuff, and you'll know where about town they are. I am Marquita Bianca. You can find me on all social media handles under Marquita Bianca. And that's it.
And thank you for listening to Tailor Made Sports Radio. And as we say here at Tailor Made Sports Radio, when you look good, you play good.
Yes.
This is just day one. We have plans. I'm about to change my radio station.